Argentum Spire. Defeat God Hunter Argentus and reclaim the Lance of Hera. Oh my god.
You shall die trying. This lance will make me a god. The lance's power is exhilarating. Brighter than Raya himself. Are you to a god? You are nothing.
I feel like I can't blink. Like there's too much going on. Okay.
This lance will make me a god. The lance's power is exhilarating. Brighter than Raya himself. What are you, dear god? You're just
Okay.
human, nothing. Worm. Supposed to be
25% increased boots drop, 23% increased offhand catalyst drop, 22% increased amulet drop. I don't know. Boots, I guess. Soulfire Bastion key. Soulfire Bastion. I don't know if I've done Soulfire Bastion. That was an interesting boss. So a lot was going on that one. Use Rune of Ascendance on 2 helmets. Maybe you get a scroll helmet. Let's see. Find the entrance to the Black Sun timeline or the Blood Frost and Death Sun timeline. Well, that's one over there. I mean, it looks like I can just teleport there. Okay. Make sure it's the right helmet. Yeah, I don't know what the right helmet is. I'm not sure what the correct choice is for that. I got a level 68 green sword. 100% chance to gain Deicide for 15 seconds when you kill a rare or boss enemy. It's part of some set, too. %70 increased damage over time for minions. There is no right or wrong helmet. Helmet gives helmet.
Take care.
What does it have to be? Use the Rune of Ascendance. Change the item into a unique or set item of the same item type. Using this on a silver ring could turn it into any unique ring, including ones that are not silver rings. However, it cannot turn it into a helmet. None of the other properties of the base item are retained. Snowblind. 33% cold resist, some freeze rate, some armor, chance to chill on hit with cold, chance to blind with cold. You cannot be blinded. Okay, that's not what we wanted. I need another hat. I'm out of hats, chat. I'm gonna try going to a different town to see if I can buy another hat, and I'll try using the other one. Calteran says, I disagree with chat. There are wrong helmets. Well, it might be too late.
Can I help you?
Is this the same stuff in stock? I think he has the same stuff in stock. Okay, I don't know how to refresh the shop. Alright. Go to the gambler for a hat. I've legit never used the gambler. I don't like gambling. Like, in life or in any game. I literally haven't gambled in this game at all.
Gold won't save you. The blade might.
Alright. What is this font? Purchasing this item will reveal its rarity and magical property. S cannot be a unique or set item. Shift right click to buy.
Interested in another try?
Thanks. Alright, chat wants me to do this. Isadora's Revenge. Necrotic Penetration. 297 stun avoidance. 81 health. And duration of chill applied by necrotic spells increased. I have the desire to try the arena again. Because I did so good last time. What are we doing? Let's give it another shot. Last time I gave the enemy too many positive damage modifiers and they one-shot me with a fireball, and my fire my fire resistance wasn't good. Seems like I have a pretty great acolyte thanks to Primalist, right? Necrotic Penetration, welcome to the Bone Zone. No. Alright, this first wave's level 50. The first wave should be easy. Belated thank you to everyone who has subbed at resetting the stream. Thank you, yes. So, wait, it's pink now. How do I see the, can I see the XP bar on this somehow? You can't. It will just happen. Freaking, the items are just like, shh, just let it happen. Is there a way to tell how many more before it's done? Like how many more I have to look forward to? The number? It says 10. So does that mean there'll be 10 more stat upgrades? Oh, all these fireballs, my goodness. Is your build leveling posted anywhere? I don't know that it's posted anywhere. If you're still here when I finish this arena, I'm happy to show it though. How do you keep the rage perma full? There is a trait under Spriggan form. Garden of Rage. When vines attack, they have a chance to give you rage. 1 point in this is enough to keep me full as long as I'm in combat. But then on top of that, it got even easier because I got this amulet that gives me rage regeneration based on summoned vines. But 1 point in that trait I showed you is enough. Arena Champion drops exalted items. Oh god, this is a mistake. But yeah, the big vines, I got 6 of them, and they each fire 3 shots per attack. So that's 18 attacks per volley. And they can all proc the give me rage thing. Imagine there's a sequel. Yeah, it'd be called The Laster Epoch. Followed by the lastest epoch of the trilogy. The Just Kidding epoch. Alright. You know, I've had so many people pop in tonight and ask me for, like, information on this build. Like, I'm not planning on being, like, a last epoch-focused content creator, but now I'm thinking maybe I should just make a video on just, like, this one build. And then I could reference it whenever someone asks. It certainly does have some strong points. Like, there's no gear requirements. Like, there's no, like, oh, you have to have this unique to make this work. Like, there's no gear requirements for this. It's all just using traits. You can make the build in last epoch tools. I was not even aware we had a last epoch tools until this very moment. Like, I'm familiar with Grim tools. Okay. I'm scared of buffing, doing the big buff again. I'm gonna do the little buff. The Weaver improved dedication of an erased primalist. Oh, that just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? If you were to make the build somewhere, would you do what you have right now, or would you include alternate options such as birds? I mean, yeah, you could, like, use birds instead of wolves if you wanted to. Like, heck, you could use scorpion instead of cat if you wanted to. These lies using ship as a must. 25 waves completed. Attempt harder waves. How many are there total? I think it was 40? It's 40 or 50 before the boss spawns. and the item just leveled again. Calterin says, I don't remember which game it was where Ultimate Edition wasn't Ultimate anymore. Wasn't that D4 where Ultimate Edition did not include the game itself? And a lot of people, like, made fun of Blizzard for doing that? And then they bought it because they're stupid? 160% increased boss damage? No, I'm too scared. Where is our Lord and Savior this evening, Bud? He hasn't come into the office since I started streaming, so he's probably just asleep somewhere. That leveling item just leveled again. Defeat the champion, the Crimson Blade. Oh my god. What is she stacking? Is that Sunder armor? What is that? Alright, she was scary, and I did not go all in on buffing her. Holy cow. I never even moused over her. I was trying to stay as far away as possible. Okay, we beat the first difficulty of the arena. Okay, is the person in chat that asked about my build still here? I don't want to waste time if they're not. But I'm happy to go over it now, if they are. I remember the right click thing. Oh, weird. It unsummoned, like, all my stuff when I left there. Okay, so you get a key back, apparently, after doing that. And what is this one? Soulfire Bastion. We've not seen Soulfire Bastion. Much love from Germany. Thank you, Mr. Alonzo. Hello. Chain Belt of Hope. 79% increased minion damage. 14% void resist. My worst resistance. Yes. I will take that. Thank you. The key refund was one of the buff options. Yeah, I chose it instead of boss gets 160% more damage. And considering the boss chunked me really low on a couple of her attacks, I'm glad I didn't give her that buff. You could probably craft on more void resist. You're probably right. Like, my void resist right now is 0 aside from this item. Okay, hold on. What was this? Glyph of Hope. Is there anything else I can do to make this even better? A fix is maxed. 34 void. Alright. Alright. Well, that's 34 more than I had before, right? Yeah, that's good. Alright, so this thing, I'm guessing the pink text is what it gained while we were in there. 7% increased health regen and 63% increased crit strike chance, and I don't have... my crit doesn't matter. The pet's crit does. I wonder if I can change that. Let's see. The person interested in the build is still here. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's try to go over it, and I'll try to do this in such a way that I can maybe cut this out and use this later. Okay, so while playing last Epoch, I have had a lot of folks ask me about my build because they thought it looked interesting, so I'm going to do this just so I have something to point them to going forward and show them what it is. So first off, the strength of the build is basically you have just overwhelming amounts of friends, but it is not a standard Beastmaster build or Necromancer with an undead army or anything like that. It's more like a Mother Nature is pissed. Now, how to make the character. The good thing, it doesn't require any unique gear. There's unique gear that makes it better, but it doesn't require any of that. I started as a Primalist. I did these traits that you see here. There may be better ones, but these work just fine. While I was leveling, I was using Stormcrows a lot. They have a skill that you can get that is called Goodberry that makes it to where they will automatically, let me see if I can find it here, it's over here, Goodberry. They will automatically give you or an injured ally, like your minions, an instant heal the microsecond that you're injured. So I had this whole area filled in for the birds while I was leveling. Anytime I took a big hit, my health would just snap back to full with a 10-second cooldown faster than I could even react. Birds are great while leveling. As we leveled up, I slowly, went to Beastmaster. Even though we're going to be using a lot of Druid and Beastmaster in this build, the passive bonuses for Beastmaster were better. So I went Beastmaster first. I did this that you can see here on the tree. While leveling, I used a lot of Summon Scorpion with the, let me see if I can find it here, the Maternal Instinct, which gives baby scorpions. So you can have 4 scorpions for the price of 1. So I used that a whole lot, and that was way more poison as well, shredded through bosses. Got up to this point, got Druid, and 5 points in Druid gets you Spriggan Form, which is extremely powerful. Spriggan Form, on this skill, you want to first go up here to Ranged Vines, and then over here to Big Vine, and at least 1 point in Garden of Rage. 1 point in Garden of Rage makes it to where when your vines attack things, they generate rage, and that will allow you to stay in this form forever as long as you are in combat. So that made it just really, really comfy. The only reason my rage is regenerating out of combat right now is because of a unique item. It's not required for this build, don't worry about it. Other notable things that I ended up picking up over time was 3 points in this trait makes your Spriggan Form faster. You cannot use your normal movement skills while you're in Spriggan Form, so this is great. 5 points in this gives you and all your minions a chance to inflict Frostbite. Frostbite is a dot, just like burning or poison. Having all of your minions, to really make that clear, I can summon 6 big vines, and each vine fires a burst of 3 poison barbs. That's 18 attacks per volley, and all of them have a 40% chance of applying Frostbite with 5 points in this. So that's tons of poison, tons of Frostbite, both going out. It's really, really nice. The next major thing in this is down here. This section you see filled in here. This makes it to where the healing totems that you summon from the Spriggan will summon in little batches, They all will cast heals on anyone who needs it. This is a ton of incoming healing in combat. Noxy, if you can, show some clips of me in combat with my health snapping up and down. But I don't have lifesteal. It's just those things are crunching away constantly. But those traits that I just pointed out will make them also count as spike totems. So this tree here for the spike totem, you notice I don't even have spike totem on my bar. It is not a skill that I am using, but the healing totems inherit everything from this entire tree. So by having that, anytime I drop the batch of 4 healing totems, they're all firing poison darts and doing lots of damage as well. So these are the traits I'm using on here. It's basically poison and damage. There's nothing really crazy here, but it's coming from the healing totem for free. So, Saber-Tooth Tiger, it's just a damage dealer. These are all just damage dealing things. Bleed, more flurry swipes, dot damage. It's just damage. You could put a Scorpion there if you preferred it, or something else. The Wolves are basically just off tanks and damage. You could swap them out for Stormcrows if you wanted. When I got to the point where I had the healing totems, I felt like the Stormcrow good berries were no longer needed for how I was playing, so I swapped them out for the Wolves. Summon Spriggan is really nice because of this section here. It's basically auras. I got this just because it was 1 point, and this just because it was 2 points, roots and vines. But the auras, while it's on screen, it's giving you massive regeneration, your pets 4 times that massive regeneration, a lot of dodge for you and all your minions, spell power for you and all your minions, and 72% crit avoidance for you and all your minions. That means if you can get 28% more crit avoidance somewhere else, you're immune to being crit. You and your minions are immune to being crit if you can just get 28% more on top of that. And so I bring him, for the auras, and that's it. That's how I'm playing, and none of that requires any gear at all. Now I'm just getting into endgame. I'm starting to get some nice gear. Some things to keep a lookout for are charms, idols. Wrong game. Idols like this with minions have a chance to bleed on hit. Or minions have a chance to do more damage or more dot damage, but anything like that. Like this is huge. 25% chance to minion bleed on hit. Again, the vines alone are doing 18 attacks per second. That's not even counting the wolves and the Saber-Tooth Tiger and the Spriggan and stuff like that. So anything that's minions get a chance to do something dot related, it really piles on. When I'm fighting a boss, I often have over 100 dots on them. There will be a massive stack of bleeding and frostbite and poison on them, and also a bit of slow. The wolf, just 1 point right here in wolf will give you some slow on bosses and stuff too. I think that's everything. This build has not been fine-tuned in a calculator by Zizaran or anything like that. This is just how I've been playing, and I've gotten a lot of questions about it. And it works really, really freaking well. I'm all the way into endgame right now. I'm just starting to work on making sure to maximize my resistances and stuff like that. Still working on that. But yeah, everything I just said can be done in the leveling process with no specific gear or unique items whatsoever. That's it. Hopefully someone has fun with it. All right, there we go. Boom. I just made a guide. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna splash in some combat footage throughout that whole conversation, and then slap it on YouTube later. It'll take more time to make the freaking thumbnail than it will to do that. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try this after my hammer didn't look so fun I had to ask. Sure thing. And I got a video out of it. All right, let's see. We got a new key. So Soulfire Bastion. I've never seen this place. All right, let's go try to find this dungeon. There's another one we haven't seen. You're gonna put Wizard Dennis in the thumbnail again? Absolutely. Let's see. I need to go like northeast. Dungeons are really cool. They all have different gimmicks. Enjoy. Hopefully, it's one that I can learn without getting one shot. That's what happened to me in the time one. They are clearly explained. I got one shot. This is a much lower level area, so I'm just staying out of Sylvan Form to run through.